She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet spark about her, a rare blend of grace, determination, and screen magnetism that made audiences take notice. Özge Törer didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. She stepped into it with purpose, transforming academic discipline and natural talent into one of the most promising historical drama careers of her generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Özge Törer was born on August 16, 1998, in Istanbul, Turkey. Long before large-scale productions and global recognition, she focused on education and artistic development. She studied at Muglis Siki Kochman University, where she received formal training in performing arts. During her university years, she actively participated in theater and stage work, building confidence, discipline, and a strong foundation in character interpretation. Her acting journey took a remarkable leap when she was cast in the historical drama Kuruluş Osman, portraying Bala Hatun, a character rooted in strength, loyalty, and spiritual depth. Özge stepped into a demanding role that required emotional intensity and historical awareness. The series quickly gained massive popularity both in Turkey and internationally, introducing her to a global audience almost instantly. Rather than being overwhelmed by sudden recognition, Özge embraced the responsibility of carrying a culturally significant character. Her portrayal balanced grace with resilience, earning praise from viewers and industry professionals alike. The role established her as a leading face in historical television drama. Özge's approach to acting reflects patience and commitment. Instead of rushing into multiple projects, she is focused on developing depth within her performances, ensuring that each scene reflects authenticity and emotional grounding. This deliberate pacing has helped her build credibility early in her career. Off-screen, Özge's public image combines modesty with elegance. She is often seen at cultural and fashion events, representing brands that align with her refined and composed persona. Despite growing fame, she maintains a relatively private presence, choosing meaningful appearances over constant exposure. Her lifestyle mirrors her disciplined mindset. She values balance, family connections, and continuous self-improvement. Maintaining both physical and mental well-being is part of her routine, especially given the physical demands of historical productions. Özge's influence now extends beyond Turkish television. With a strong international fan base and widespread streaming reach, she has become one of the recognizable young faces of historical drama worldwide. Her estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from her long-running series, endorsements, and brand collaborations, built steadily through dedication. What truly sets her apart is composure. From her debut role to sustained success, Özge carries herself with maturity beyond her years. She approaches fame with humility and views her career as a long-term journey rather than a momentary spotlight. As of 2026, Özge Törer stands not only as a rising lead actress, but as a symbol of grace, discipline, and steady growth in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet intensity about her, a mix of sensitivity, strength, and screen presence that naturally draws attention. İlayda Alişan didn't rush into the spotlight. She stepped into it with purpose, gradually shaping one of the most promising acting journeys of her generation in Turkish television. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. İlayda Alişan was born on February 26, 1996, in Istanbul, Turkey. From an early age, she showed a strong curiosity for storytelling and performance. Unlike overnight sensations, her path was built through steady effort, auditions, and smaller roles that taught her patience and emotional control long before major recognition arrived. Her acting career began with minor appearances in television projects, But her first noticeable breakthrough came with roles in series like Kuruluş and Sampion, where she proved she could hold her ground alongside experienced casts. These performances revealed her ability to convey vulnerability and inner conflict with subtlety, a quality that quickly set her apart. The defining turning point in her career arrived with Masumiyet, where her portrayal of Ella Yüksel left a deep impact on audiences. The role demanded emotional intensity, psychological depth, and resilience, and İlayda delivered with a maturity far beyond her years. The performance earned critical praise and firmly established her as a serious dramatic actress. Rather than staying confined to one tone, İlayda continued expanding her range. She reached wider audiences with Seversin, embracing romantic comedy while maintaining emotional realism. Later, her role in Ateş Kuşları showcased a darker, more grounded performance, reflecting her willingness to take on socially driven and emotionally demanding narratives. İlayda's career choices reveal a clear strategy. She prioritizes character depth over trend chasing, selecting scripts that challenge her emotionally instead of repeating safe formulas. This balance between mainstream visibility and meaningful storytelling has allowed her career to evolve steadily rather than burn quickly. Off-screen, her public image remains composed and authentic. She avoids excessive exposure, choosing to let her work speak louder than headlines. Her presence at brand campaigns and fashion events reflects elegance rather than extravagance, aligning with her calm and focused personality. Her lifestyle mirrors this discipline. İlayda values balance, personal growth, and mental clarity. She maintains a low profile, invests time in self-development, and approaches her career with long-term vision rather than short-lived attention. With a growing international audience through digital platforms and streaming services, her influence continues to expand beyond Turkish television. Her estimated net worth reflects consistent work in television, advertising collaborations, and brand partnerships, built gradually through credibility and trust. What truly distinguishes İlayda Alişan is her emotional intelligence on screen. She brings restraint, realism, and depth to her characters, allowing audiences to connect without exaggeration. This grounded approach has become her signature and a key reason for her rising respect within the industry. As of 2026, İlayda Alişan stands as one of the most compelling actresses of her generation, not defined by hype, but by growth, discipline, and artistic intention. Her journey reflects patience over speed and substance over spectacle. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.